4 people with ties to the infamous Blood Street Gang have been sentenced to prison after an assault on a teenager that involved them carving their gang's name into his skin. Donal 50 Heard, 38 of Canton, Delasha First Lady Red Willis 31 of Flint, Kimberly Boss Lady Red Berryman, 34 of Mount Morris, and Elena Mimi Red White, 23 of Flint have been sentenced for the vicious beating of a 15-year-old boy, Acting United States Attorney Sma S. Mawson announced in a Tuesday, June 8 news release. The 4 suspects assaulted a 15-year-old boy who was selling marijuana in Genesee Township on November 24, 2017, according to prior reporting. The group beat and robbed him, then used a knife to carve MOB 662 into his chest, according to the indictment. Heard, Willis, Berryman, and White previously pleaded guilty to assault with a dangerous weapon in aid of racketeering before United States District Judge Linda V. Parker. Willis also pleaded guilty to interference with commerce by robbery. Heard, who Judge Parker determined to be a career offender based upon this prior record, was sentenced to 240 months in federal prison Tuesday. Parker sentenced Berryman to 80 months in federal prison and White to 36 months in federal prison. Willis was sentenced on May 20, 2019, to 100 months in federal prison. According to court documents, Heard, an admitted leader of a Michigan set of the National Blood Street Gang, Berryman, Willis, and White believed the 15-year-old boy had disrespected 2 fellow gang members, the news release reads. As a result, the group punched, kicked, and stomped the 15-year-old boy. They then beat him with a broomstick and robbed him. After the beating, Berryman, Willis, and White held the boy down while Heard used a large knife to carve the name of the local blood set, MOB 662, into the boy's chest. After carving MOB 662 into the boy's chest, Heard placed video calls via his cell phone to other gang members bragging about the assault and showing them his artwork. The 15-year-old victim suffered permanent bodily injury as a result of the assault. MOB stands for Members of Bloods with the 662 representing MOB on a telephone keypad. The blood set known as the MOB Assassin Pyrus operates in and around Detroit, Pontiac and Flint, according to prosecutors. This brutal and senseless act of violence on a 15-year-old boy by gang members is appalling, and it is precisely the type of crime that we are committed to rooting out, Mawson said in a statement. We intend to bring the full force of federal law upon gang members who are harming our youth and destroying our communities. The case was investigated by the Genesee Township Police Department and special agents of the FBI, with assistance from the Genesee County Prosecutor's Office. The case was prosecuted by Assistant United States Attorneys Chris Rawthorne, Ann Ney, and Anthony Vance. The FBI is dedicated to working with all of our partners to most effectively target gang violence no matter the form it takes, said Timothy Waters, special agent in charge of the FBI in Michigan. Our focus is on disrupting and dismantling the criminal enterprises who are increasingly emphasizing committing extremely violent criminal acts such as those conducted by the individuals sentenced in this case. Neighborhood gangs pose the biggest threat to communities across the United States. With continued effort and resources focused on mitigating that threat, law enforcement can deliver justice for crimes committed in our communities and against U.S. citizens.